All right, welcome everybody to our first Fundraise Up Town Hall. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to try to do these quarterly, invite everybody to these to give you the inside scoop on things at Fundraise Up and some advantages. So let's go ahead and dive in here. I'm closing my screens up. Again, thanks to those who are here at 2:22. Love your participation in the 2:22 at 2:22 Eastern. It's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Had to take it over here. So let's go ahead and start this town hall. Just as a quick reminder, we will send this around as a recording to anyone who is here or not here. If you have any trouble seeing anything, hearing anything, please put it in the chat, and one of us here on the webinar partner team will help you out. So a quick review here of our agenda. We're going to talk about the new partner team and our mission, opportunities, product roadmap, new partner program that we're rolling out here, and fast payout. Sounds good? Because it is good. We'll talk about who gets it. We're going to give you some ideas for partners if you haven't had them already, and what's next. And then obviously, well, you're free to go on and do whatever you want at any time. But after that, we're just going to have a Q&A for anybody who wants to stick around, ask some questions, have some chat, and meet some of your other partner friends. I want to start off by letting everyone know what our new mission is here with the partner team. Many of you know Larry and Will already, and they're probably the ones that had you join us as partners. They're here sitting next to me in the room. Say hey, guys. Hello. Hello. And we are going to shift our priority. So our priority here is your success, right? We want to give back. We want to make it awesome for you. So our entire plan for 2022 really revolves around this. 2021 saw about 100 partners joining. That was really our mission last year, is to get partners to work with us. And now we shift our focus to supporting you. Part of that is some of our new processes and ways to streamline your work. We've got 2 email addresses that go to one inbox over here, partners@fundraiseup.com and whiteglove@fundraiseup.com. Both come to the entire team in a shared inbox. You have questions for the partner team, you need something done, you need us to leverage some resources internally here, email partners@fundraiseup.com. We have a team that's twice as big now, so one of us will get to it quickly. whiteglove@fundraiseup.com. Use that when you want to introduce us or make an introduction to one of your clients or anything customer facing. White glove looks a bit nicer in an email string than partners or sales or some other thing. So really getting that energy and that vibe right in that first introduction is key. And white glove is an email address that you can kick over with something like, you know, let me introduce you to the folks over at Fundraise Up. They're going to give you great service, white glove service. Since we're a partner, CC white glove. The team here in the partner segment has doubled, right? So like I said, Larry and Will, you've worked with them in various ways. I'm joining the partnership team here. I just spotted a fist bump from the corner of my eye between Larry and Will. Awesome. Not embarrassing. It's awesome. So we got Rich Levy joining the team as a senior partner manager for engagement. Larry with agencies and consultants, and Will with technology. I'm joining the partner team as my sole focus. As many of you know or not, I've been at Fundraise Up since day one, practically, well, employee one, not quite day one. Last year, I was focusing on the experience and making sure that was part of our core DNA. As the team scaled, the team has scaled, and now I'm moving to the partnership team to work with these guys and help us get things done. So our team size has doubled, and that means more investment and focus on you, the partner. I want to jump into a couple opportunities that we have here for our partners. So there is a conference here, the Nonprofit Marketing Summit. Will's going to drop a link here if you're interested in participating into the chat. We have 5 VIP passes available. And we're also looking for a co-presenter for this. This is some exposure for your business. What we'll be talking about in our speaking piece is a technical roadmap for building the highest performing donation form. We're going to give up all the trade secrets, what you need to build a donation form as powerful as Fundraise Up. You guys are partners because you know we perform. We have never had any situation where we underperform a donation form that's out there. So our metrics are always double or triple digits in growth. You can't go wrong. We're going to go ahead and tell everybody at the Nonprofit Marketing Summit, which I believe last year had 15,000 virtual attendees, a lot of great clients, possibilities and opportunities that span all tiers and ranges of size. So email link is in the chat. Click it if you're interested in the VIP pass, either for yourself or for one of your clients. And Fundraise Up can make that available. Maybe you want to dangle it as a fruit, right? Hey, take a demo with me with Fundraise Up. I got a VIP pass to this for you. Obviously, you want to make sure that everything works in alignment with your business and so on. So please email if you would like one of those passes and where you think you'd be able to use it. And if you'd like to co-present with me, I am looking for somebody that can speak to how difficult it may be to build and engineer a donation form that has autocomplete, Apple Pay, things like this. So we're going to go ahead and tell them every library, every API account that you need to rebuild Fundraise Up, with the obvious end goal being, well, I might as well just use Fundraise Up instead of spending all those hours trying to get something that performs that well. So that's the opportunity. First one we have for everybody right there. Please let us know if you'd like one of those passes. Those passes, those VIP passes, are about a $500 value. So it includes a lot of stuff that typically wouldn't be available to anyone that wants to join that conference for free. The next opportunity we have, okay, the Fundraise Up partner team, Larry and myself, we will be in DC next week. I think it is already, for the ANA Nonprofit Federation Winter Conference. It's a great conference. We're going to drop into the chat a lot of links in the chat throughout this webinar. You won't have time to process it all. Just click them, open them, and you'll be all set. We'll send them in a follow-up email after as well. We'll be there. Will you be there? We have a link where you can grab some time to meet with Larry or myself while at the conference. But even better, do you have any clients of yours that are attending the conference that you might be able to facilitate an introduction or a meeting, right? So if you can drop a note to one of your clients that's there, we'll drop a Google Sheet link in the chat that has a list of all of them. And if do you have that? We have that, yeah. Of the nonprofits that are in attendance that we're looking for some help with. Obviously, you'll get the credit and commission on that. We just need a friendly face to help us get in there and meet with them. So there's the Google Doc. Click on that. If any of those names jump out as people that you think would be happy to have a conversation, you set up the introduction, we'll knock them down. I want to jump into a little bit of Roadmap 2022 before we get into the new partner program, the benefits and commission structure that we're rolling out. Really, all of this to give you a look at how we're restructuring the partner team to give you opportunities and benefits and inside looks. So we're going to cover a couple, in case you missed it, items and some first looks that really only a few people have seen outside of the offices here at Fundraise Up. First, data export. This is probably about 6 months out now, maybe a little longer, but the data export is an insanely flexible tool to get our data out into any CRM or other platform that you're working with. We have a couple links here that will talk about it from a high level, from a marketing perspective, as well as the technical documentation around how to use the data export tool. It's really powerful. I'm not going to go into every one of these slides. These are just to give you a bit of a high level on how it works and what it does. You can really run any kind of report anytime, only the data points you need. You can customize the data headers, the column headers. You can customize the export schedule, location. Does it go to email? Does it go to FTP, and so on? So it's super powerful, and it really plugs all the holes, especially if you have that one person in finance or one person on a tributes team at a nonprofit that say, well, I want to report, but only for the stuff I need. There you go. Shows up in your email every day. So you can really take care of everything there. This is what I was talking about just a moment ago, sending files to different destinations. You can have your different locations and then choose what kind of destination that is. Is it email or is it FTP? So that's the data exporter. And if you have questions on all that stuff after, we can talk about that just after. I'm trying to keep this to a brisk 30 minutes for the deck and leave the rest of the time for chat. So we're going to move on to the tributes update. You may or may not have seen this. We did a lot of testing, insane amounts of data analysis on, for example, this little checkbox you see here for given honor and memory. We tried a bullet, we tried a text link, we tried radio buttons, we tried so many different ways. Believe it or not, the checkbox performed the best in revenue and in number of tributes that complete. So we now have a post-donation tribute flow so that can be finished after the donation, and that is increasing the number of tributes by the percentages in the hundreds of percents, and it's increasing revenue. So it's a really full-featured tribute revamp that we did just in time for Q4 giving last year. It has an email reminder that gets sent out to finish it. And we also just recently rolled out a whole tribute card design where you can actually have multiple image categories. This is something that so many of our nonprofits have been asking for so long. We went ahead and built it out in a way that makes sense and is not cumbersome. You can have an image catalog for in honor, in memory, birthdays, Christmas, and choose which image catalogs appear for which campaigns or donation forms. So it's pretty powerful. We've got a new tribute email that is sent out, very customizable. You can do that for your customer and build that on, or obviously they can do it in our dashboard. And there's some links, I believe, in the chat around the tributes, the documentation, as well as a blog article that we wrote that uncovered a lot of the data and analysis about how we revamped our tribute flow and what those results were, okay? It's powerful stuff. It's kind of insane when you look at a certain specific UI item or process in the flow and how it can really make a material impact on your client's revenue. First look here, we've just finished this with our partners, Brightvine Solutions. We now integrate with Blackbaud CRM. Okay, so through Brightvine, they have a Brightvine data link, piece of software that's inside Blackbaud CRM. You may or may not have a good number of customers with BBCRM as their CRM. They're typically very large nonprofits, but now Fundraise Up can plug into them and sync our data seamlessly, no problems, which before would have been a massive project and undertaking that tacks on months and months to the onboarding and closing of the deal for you and for us. And now that is down to a number of weeks, if not days. So that's really strong. We're working on some other things for RE, RE7, RENXT with some other of our partners, just like you. And that hopefully comes out Q2. So we'll keep you posted. This is in addition to obviously all the other native integrations we have. First look, this is actually really good meaty stuff here. We have localization. We're going to be rolling out our checkout and emails in tons of languages. By the end of Q1, we'll have about 5 key languages: French, Canadian, Spanish, a few others. And I think we're actually going to treat UK English separately to US English. And then we plan on supporting about 20 or 30 languages, end to end. And that is going to be, this is right up, the alley of many on this call, where you can choose how and which language version appears and when. You can control it by URL, by parameter. You can choose it based on the browser of the user. So you can just say, if their browser is in Spanish, show the checkout in Spanish. You might want to do it based on the URL or the subdomain. So very powerful. We already have the currencies, you know that. We already have the payment methods, you know that. We're going to complete the circle here, making this a breeze for you to recommend us to any of your nonprofits, international or otherwise, even those that are US based, but have a high percentage of non-US donors. Okay. So this is going to be awesome. We're all super excited for this localization. Is that, I can't see the comment. Thank you, Lana. So this is going to be huge. We're excited. So keep an eye on this as this comes out. Like I said, end of Q1, we'll have the first 4 or 5. And then hopefully by the end of Q2, we're up to 10 or 15. This year, we hope to round out with the full 20 or 30. Okay. Kind of reiterating here with some visuals that I grabbed from the marketing team. Thank you, Justin, and the design team that we have. This it really fits any profile of nonprofit. Fundraise Up, we try to be the company that allows you to go forward where any objection can be removed very quickly, right? No, we don't have budget. No problem, you don't need budget. Well, it doesn't integrate with my CRM. It does integrate with my CRM. We're in the US and we have donors that are abroad, or we have 15 chapters. We have it all. Like, there is no solution or configuration that we can't address, right? And we have nonprofits in all of those, and all of those nonprofits are seeing those, famous 2-3x lift in revenue and recurring giving. So these are the different kind of scenarios you see there. The next first look, I'm going to go ahead and say it, crypto. We are working on crypto through our platform. There'll be a crypto-specific checkout. You can see a couple early screenshots here. Will is dropping a PDF link there that you can check out and see. So this would be something that you would put on your ways to give page, or in your checkout, in your link section, want to give via crypto, click here. It is a separate checkout, right? You can't just choose Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin as a payment method at the end of a checkout. This would be a separate checkout that you would have a button or a link to from your ways to give page on a nonprofit's website, or link to it some other way. But it has all of the other features, tributes and so on. And that's all built in, designations. The only thing different is the entire flow there. You can see that it will show up in our dashboard as you're used to it happening. Right there is a transaction. We're partnering with Gemini. And Gemini will be the broker account. So we have a relationship with Gemini where they will expedite the opening of crypto accounts for nonprofits. That process can take 2 to 3 months typically. We'll have that down to 2 to 3 weeks via our partnership with them. No cost for the Gemini account. They're similar to Stripe in their no contract and transaction fees only, and so on. You'll see that the crypto donations will show up in your list of donations and in your exportable data, just like any other donation. Payment method would be crypto, right? We would even have a cryptocurrency type, and then we will list that out. That'll be an exportable data point, and it just shows up in the list there. And the reason you see the tilde, if you're familiar with the Fundraise Up's kind of iconography, the little tilde in front of that amount means approximately that amount, similar to where you see approximately this amount. That's because it's been converted. The day and second it actually settles, maybe a few pennies off, and so on. But it's and that's updated. That's updated as the transaction closes as well. As I mentioned, it'll be a simple process here for creating an account for it. Gemini, create your account, connect it to Fundraise Up, and off you go. And then you will be able to offer cryptocurrency as a giving option for your clients. All right, I think we're wrapping up first look. If anybody has anything that we need to repeat or links or anything like that, please drop it into the Q&A. Otherwise, we're going to move on and talk about the new partner program. This is what we're really excited about. All of that before this was really just to get you excited and believe us when we say that we're committing to restructuring how we work with you. And here's how we're going to do that. More benefits and support, more active opportunity engagement, including list sharing, partner engagement, more support via our customer success managers, and fast payout. We'll talk about what that means. We're introducing tiers, okay? On your email that you got for this, you may have seen that it shows your current tier. And these are how you move to those tiers by the number of qualified nonprofits that are coming through, which to us indicates your level of knowledge and expertise with the platform. And that's how we're able to do that. And with those different tiers come different benefits, okay? So I'm going to walk through these at a high level. Bronze, you're getting all the stuff to arm you. You're getting commission, you're getting a sandbox, a partner portal account, dedicated contact over here at Fundraise Up here on the partner team. You'll be able to co-sell with Fundraise Up. We'll put an account exec on a call with you if you'd like. You can have one of us on the call with you if you'd like. You'll be listed on our partner page on our website. We'll give you an introduction. We'll give you an introductory webinar to your customers and or a group training to your internal teams, your sales teams, your execs, your project managers, solution architects, etc. We'll go ahead and do a group training for them, as well as annual account review and regular product updates, and obviously our quarterly partner town hall like we're doing here. As you move up in the tiers, you get one nonprofit live. Let's do a social post celebrating that we have an actual functioning live partnership. You do one, we'll do one, we'll tag each other, we'll let the world know, and spread the word about forward-thinking approaches in nonprofit technology. You're going to get one joint webinar with us. So you invite your people, we'll invite our people, and we'll work on a webinar together. That can be to our entire customer base. It can be, we can extend invitations to specific tiers if you only want specific kinds of customers, larger ones, smaller ones, only those that are using, for example, Salesforce, or only those that are using HubSpot, right? Whatever it is you want, we'll carve that out. We'll do a joint webinar with you. We're going to give you access to the Fundraise Up customer list via Crossbeam. So Crossbeam, for those that may not know, it's our tool where we can show you all of our customers and prospects, and you can show us yours. And you have control over how much information you share with us, all right? We can never steal your customers. We don't do anything that any of you do. We're not going to take them from you. We're not, and we're going to ask you first if you'd like to introduce us to them if we're looking for business. So that's the benefit there of doing that. Is it allows us to identify opportunities a little better. We're also going to begin assigning our success engineers for increased adoption and client support. So we don't want to burden you down with all the questions from a nonprofit, all the issues they might have, rolling out new features, adoption, for example, crypto. You're aware of it, but once you've got them using Fundraise Up, let us handle getting them to use crypto. So that's what that will be there. That'll be on our tier 5 and above. I believe that means if they're doing 100K in volume or more or thereabouts annually, we'll assign a success manager. As we go up, that's 5 qualified nonprofits. Qualified means they're doing over 100K annually in online giving volume. That's the only metric. Less than that, I mean, brutally honest, we're losing money, right? Because we're strictly transactional. We do not charge upfront fees. And that's how that works. You're welcome to bring on your nonprofits that are smaller. Absolutely. But you'll be billing them for the hours of onboarding, billing them for the setup of the CRM and the website, and you'll be taking that on yourself. When you get to gold, you get a 20% commission booster. Okay, and we'll talk about the commission in a second. You're going to get also a joint case study with us. We'll publish it, you publish it. Again, we'll let the whole world know. Put it on our website, put it out on social. You get 2 total webinars. And you get 5 warm introductions to Fundraise Up nonprofits of your choosing. These do not, when we send you a customer, when Larry or Will reaches out and says, hey, we have a customer we think would be great to do work with you, that does not count toward your 5 warm introductions. The key here is 5 warm intros of your choosing. So what's your key to that? Crossbeam. Connect to Crossbeam, look through who our customers are, and choose 5. Say, you know what? I've always wanted to work with those guys. I'd love it if Fundraise Up would make an introduction. We will. All right. And we'll do that through either our partner team or the success manager on that account. When you get to the platinum level, here's where you start rocking and rolling. 40% commission booster, 1 co-branded white paper or blog article published by us and your company. And we'll promote it, and 10 total warm introductions to nonprofits you're choosing. So that's all of that there. There is there a link where you can, we have a link to these slides, is that right?
I want to link to actually a PDF of this.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you, Will. So if you want to refer back to this, you can. This will be soon available in your new partner portal, which we'll talk about soon. What is the fast payout program? So first, before we get to that, the new partner program, who gets it? Everyone. Everyone gets this new program. You're going to be tiered. You're going to get some of these benefits. The ones with the asterisks are by default only available to partners on the fast payout commission schedule. Okay. That's not a hard set rule. We obviously can make exceptions. It's there to help us. Better recognize and allocate resources internally as you, of all people, I'm talking to you, exactly you, time is money. So we have a finite resources as you do, and we need to just track that accordingly. So what is the fast payout commission schedule? We heard a lot of, well, the drip rev share takes a long time to get some money out of it, or it's really hard to kind of quantify how much value I'm getting, or my account execs don't really work in that model. They close a deal, they get a bonus. That works better for me. This is more in line with that. So we're going to give you an upfront meeting bonus, and there's a self-implementation bonus. If you don't need Fundraise Up, you get more, right? If you just set up the meeting, we'll give you a quarter, 25% of what that ultimate bonus would be, and we'll pay you the rest of that 75% at the end. Let's look at the mind-numbing chart. Okay. So don't. Are you choking, Larry, when I said that? We got the chart here. This is how this works. Okay. These are your different tiers. This is the partner revenue is when you're at that silver, when you're entitled to it. That's really 1 qualified nonprofit. At gold and at platinum, meeting held with Fundraise Up goes live, or it goes live directly without us. Okay. So this is how it's broken down. So for example, if you work with a nonprofit that does $2 million in volume, you're going to get $4,000 straight cash payment, no waiting to the end of the year, no rolling the dice on, if they do more or less, or, did that one climate event, that happened really cause us a spike that shot their numbers up last year, but next year they might not hit it. That's all going to be removed from that. So at the silver, you're going to get 4,000, 4,800 at gold, 5,400. Maria is seeing green already. I see that. And 5,400 at platinum. If we hold the meeting and you facilitate that meeting, we'll give you the 25% right immediately. Okay, $1,000. Broker the meeting, $1,000. They go live, you get the rest of it. They go live directly without us, you get all of it right away. So this is the best way we were able to do this. Now, what I will say is we're going to need your best guess on what their online giving volume is in the last 365. Okay, so that might be facilitating some view-only access to the Google Analytics, getting a screenshot from their previous donation software of their last 365 and giving volume, even just asking them, what did you do online via digital, right? So we'll take any of those really as proof of what that volume is. If we can't get the proof, we're going to have to wait 60 days after they go live to run a forecast, right? We have enough data now where we can pretty much look at 60 days of traffic and see what that Q4 spike will be for that given volume and so on. And that's how we'll run an educated guess if the proof isn't available. So you'll see that we'll be asking for that information a little more. Again, that helps us to allocate the proper resources and so on to assist you. All right, and as you get into those biggies, right, that 10 million plus, these are indicative. You know, the amounts very well could be higher. So let us know, right? If they're doing 15, 20, 25 million, obviously those are really big wins and you deserve to be compensated and recognized for your help with that and your assistance and participation. There, as you see, from that 5 million and up, if it goes live without us, you'll get an additional 50% bonus there on top of that. So instead of the 14,000, I'm not that, well, I am that good at math, it turns out. We get 21,000. 14,000 becomes 21,000 if you do that fully on your own and you don't need us to sell it and so on. That's just there for you as an option. Who gets the new fast payout program? All new partners get it, right? Some of you on the call, maybe new partners may have started the conversation with the old program. In that case, you'd have the option to choose which one you want, the old program or the new one. Any partners that have no linked opportunities and have been a partner with us before October 1st, you're going to get the new fast payout program. Any legacy partners, anybody who's been with us for a while that wish to move to the fast payout program going forward, please email us and let us know. I believe we have a link for that. There's a little mail to link, fills out the email for you. We're doing these little mail to links so you don't have to think about what to write in true Fundraise Up fashion. We're trying to automate as much as we can for you, even you guys. We'll look at the opportunity here to settle on existing drip revenue shares. Okay, so let's say you have something that might have netted you $5,000, $10,000, but you've only realized $2,000 or $3,000, so forth. Let's talk about it. We can settle the difference according to the new fast payout structure and get that to you up front and have you on a clean start. So that is the fast payout program. If you have questions, again, you can use that link to ask them. Send us an email to partners@, we will get to you, or we can jump into it at the end of this on a Q&A. All right, I'm almost to the end of this, so thank you everybody for bearing with me. Let's go ahead. Wow, pretty much on time. I did the 3 o'clock. This is the last one. I wanted to touch on ideas for partners. So Fundraise Up has a big impact. It does a lot of automation, things like that. And we often get asked about what can I do? What opportunities does Fundraise Up introduce for me as a partner for projects, i.e. billable hours with my customers? A/B testing specific features for specific audiences. For example, and this is a big one. This is, we know what works via machine learning. Machine learning doesn't know what humans do, right? So mailing address, we allow donations to complete with a mailing address optional. We know that gets about a 20% conversion rate increase. However, that specific nonprofit may be collecting 50% more revenue by making the mailing address required, and they have a strong direct mail program. Only you know that. Only you working with your client know that. A/B test it. See where that threshold is for your nonprofit. Similarly, for other options like, machine learning suggested amounts, asking other upsells, corporate matching. We know that corporate matching on the whole works very well, and about 40% of donors, when they're using double the donation with our real-time integration there, will increase their gift by a value of 80% when they're told you need to bump your gift up a little bit to meet the corporate match threshold. That works great, but we don't know downstream, right? Fundraise Up doesn't know downstream and the other intricacies and sensitivities of that specific audience. So A/B test those things for your nonprofit. We also, in our help center, help.fundraiseup.com, we have an article that has our A/B test script that can make that easy for you. We can just drop it onto a page, A/B test 2 different campaigns on a website, and measure the results with your client. Deploy elements across the website. Elements are great. They get a lot of interaction, have really great analytics behind them. Set up an implementation of Fundraise Up. We have a few partners that offer Fundraise Up onboarding packages, right? They'll have a fixed rate and they'll do that. We love that because it's great for us, take some of the load off of us. And remember, often you're going to get that self-onboarding bonus and that faster control of when that deal closes and goes live. Content and messaging. We know that a modal checkout on page alone increases conversion 10%. We don't know if the picture of a kitty cat or a dog works better, right? Because that particular animal shelter might be cat specific or cat heavy, while another one might be dog heavy. So test content, test messaging. That's what is in your court to work on with them. Leverage our JavaScript API with marketing pixels, personalization of the URL, all those kinds of things. When you're sending a marketing email, include the name, include their email address, so when they come to the donation form, it's already filled out for them. All that stuff. There's a lot there. Ping us at partners@fundraiseup.com if you have ideas, questions on how to do that stuff, and we'll get you the right resources. Google ad, Facebook ad management, data export and import automation, Zapier, plugin Fundraise Up. Hey, somebody might want a Zapier, a Zap made that every time a donation is made, their Spotify plays money, 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 right? I don't know, right? You can do it. Use Zapier, Nobody expected the singing, did they? They came out of nowhere. Cool. So that's ideas for partners. What's next? Look out for your updated document for the fast payout. Money from ABBA, that's another good one too. That's right. Thanks, Ari. We'll get you an email asking if you wish to adopt the fast payout schedule. If you're a previous partner, we'll be in touch with you over the next days, weeks. Right now, we're waiting on legal to get us the updated partner agreement for that. Thank you for those who have been patient with this fly by our seat of our pants startup as we keep having to revise this to find the best model that works. Thank you for putting up with those additional asks. We'll make it as easy as possible. We'll pre-sign them, and you can just two-click Adobe sign. I can't say DocuSign. I might get hit with some kind of lawsuit there. Yeah. So you'll get it for an Adobe sign. Doesn't flow quite as well, but you're going to get a new partner portal if you're moving to that fast payout program. It's going to be a great one. It's going to have a lot of features, resources, all kinds of cool stuff where you can track things. That'll be coming soon. We will be in touch with some of you for assigning customer success managers to some of your key accounts. Again, this is to help them adopt new things as they come out of the oven, and to take the load off of you when they have kind of nitty-gritty things. You can be part of those conversations. You can be part of the first conversation. You can be excluded from those conversations. Just let us know. We'll make sure that our CSM follows your protocol. And we're going to have an opportunity review session with, you'll be having an opportunity review session with our partner team. So we have a link here for this. There you go. Click on that link if you want to book this now. What we're going to do in our opportunity review session is we're going to chat with you, talk about your existing customers, new customers you might have coming, where we can help, where we have great case studies, where it's a no-brainer, where it might be a little bit difficult, and so on. We're going to help you work with us to identify opportunities that can put cash in everyone's pocket, literally everyone's pocket, even the nonprofit. So click a link there to book some time. Rich Levy will meet with you along with Will or Larry, and we'll go through that process with you. We're going to open it up now for some Q&A. So drop in some questions if you have them. And remember, partners@fundraiseup.com for reaching us. And if you'd like, white glove at fundraiseup.com to make introductions. I hope this was a useful first town hall. We'll be doing more of these, and we'll be doing these. Let's see here if I'm able to get some video on here for us. Let's see if I can start some video. Am I able to? It's just going to be me then. All right. There we go. Got Will. We got Larry here. Rich is in upstate New York. So any questions that we have in the chat? Any Q&A? Anybody have anything they want to discuss? We're here for it. You should see a Q&A box there. If all of your questions, oh, here we go. Right. Let's see here. Okay. You should see a Q&A button that'll allow us to queue them and review them there in your Zoom. But we'll go ahead and answer these here. Patty says, we haven't been taking any revenue from the nonprofits we've set up on Fundraise Up, but we like to start. Do you have any advice on how to have that conversation? Does taking a fee make their percentage go up? Let's get some more clarity on that from you, Patty. We'll make
I'm thinking the question is there's some of our partners have decided that don't have revenue share right now. Some of them do. If you are a partner that doesn't take a revenue share right now, but now wants to move this fast payout schedule, does that affect the rate that their nonprofits are on?
No, but we will. Our platform fee, as you all know, is between 2% and 4%. We'll also be using that proof of last 365 days giving volume to fast track them to a lower rate or the proper rate. Okay.
So no rate that your clients are currently on will get bumped up or anything like that.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Now the rev share program is only available to previously existing partners. New ones will be on the new, unless you've already been in discussion and with our old one. And yeah, that's it. And remember that many of the benefits on the old program on the new partner program are not available if you're not on the fast payout schedule. So that's for you all to make your own, do your own math. What's more lucrative for you? For example, if you see that the new fast payout earns you more, obviously it makes perfect sense. If it earns you a little less, you have to say, how much less would that earn me? And are 5 introductions or 10 introductions to new possible clients, does that offset the less by a significant measure? So that's the kind of thing that you want to keep in mind. Maria asks about an application for first tier partners.
So this is, let's say you're a prospective partner online right now. You're not currently part of our partner program. Do you have to fill out an application to become a partner?
Normal process as usual, right? I think that's just email us and we talk about it, right? Yeah. There's no formal application. We'll just
yeah, you're all set, Maria. Don't worry.
Okay. Larry got you. He's got you. Cool. Let's see here. Fadil, that is not possible. At that point, we'd have to become a nonprofit ourselves. Sorry, sorry, Fadil asks, is it possible to get an org lower than 2% for our platform fee? No, it's not possible. Our largest clients have 2% that are doing, close to $100 million in online volume. They're on 2%. The value is through the roof, right? They're giving up 2% for an additional 180% revenue. It's business sense. It makes good sense, lumped in with the fact that our global average of cover fee rates is 92%. So the nonprofit, even though it's 2%, they're not paying for us. Where if you have the covered fees checkbox visible, our platform is free. If you default it to yes, we're free and 80% of your credit card processing is free. Meaning about 50% of donations opt in to covering all transaction costs and about 10%, 8% opt out. So either way, our platform costs nothing, okay? Tali, the 2% does not include Stripe. Stripe is Stripe. Our nonprofits have their own relationships with Stripe. They negotiate their own rates with Stripe. In Europe, they're typically lower than in the US. I believe 1.8, 1.9. But altogether, it's typically around 5% all in for the fees. And again, 92% of donors. It's actually a bit higher in Europe, where they are covering all fees. So it's our 2 to 4% plus whatever Stripe rate has been negotiated by that nonprofit. Like I said, the rack rate, the market rate is thanks, Harry. The market rate is always 2.2, 2.5, something like that with Stripe. And then it gets knocked down the higher their volume is, and then our platform fee is there, but it's all covered by donors because donors appreciate a super smooth, sexy checkout process that gives them no grief. That's why they're clicking that box that says cover all fees. Patty's asking here, she had an issue where a nonprofit was using Fundraise Up or wanted to use Fundraise Up, reached out to us directly, and then we probably recommended they go through a partner. So that is based on volume. Like I was mentioning earlier, if it is below a certain threshold, our inbound team will not take it. All right, they have to come through you.
No, I think what Patty's asking is she has had a nonprofit they recommended us, and then after she recommended us, they came and filled out a demo request straight through us, and then she was never credited. How can we fix that process?
I see. Okay. The best process, Patty, is for you to make the request through your partner portal or introduce them to us at whiteglove@fundraiseup.com to make sure it gets through to you. Otherwise, you know, we have no idea if they found us on Google, LinkedIn, and just came straight in. Will's, I think, is going to finish up that answer and post it in there for you. Hope that helps with that question. Anyone else have any more questions? We have about 10, 12 minutes here. We don't all have to hang in. But let's see here. We've got Alan. Integration question. I love integration questions. New partner. What are nonprofits doing with Fundraise event integrations? What resources available on this? So there are some options out there for event management for nonprofits. We're probably not the right solution for that. We had one nonprofit the other day say that their IT department said they only want to allow one integration to their CRM that is an all-in-one solution. Okay, they wanted a solution that had ticketing and team marathons and online giving forms and all that stuff in one solution. Fantastic. Those solutions are out there, right? But they are jack of all trade solutions. They are best suited for low to middle that do not have a large online giving base, right? Where online giving doesn't make a material difference to the nonprofit if it were doubled, right? 40K to 80K, awesome. Did it make a huge change for the nonprofit? Probably not. 300K to 600K, we can hire a new person to fill that gap and we can feed more children, whatever it might be, right? So, Alan, short answer is there are solutions that have all-in-one. We're not an all-in-one solution. We are there for the nonprofits that want to hypercharge their online giving and donations and power that through, and that are of a best-in-class mindset versus a master a jack of all trades mindset, right? So Swiss Army knife, right? You can find Swiss Army knives, but you wouldn't grab the Swiss Army knife
You need the scissors.
if you need the scissors, right? Right. You're looking for scissors, you're going to the drawer, right? You need a screwdriver, you're going to your toolbox. You're not getting the Swiss Army knife. So hope that helps answer that question. Just Giving is a platform for peer-to-peer. Eventbrite has some stuff for nonprofits and a significant number of integrations. Those kinds of things. So you'll want to recommend them for a best-in-class tech stack instead of a jack of all trades kind of Swiss Army knife kind of tech stack. Right. I think we have one more question, a couple more. There we go. Want me to answer this one live?
Yeah, go for it.
Anything here that Fadil's that's tricky? Let's hear. Upsell. There is an upsell to become right now. Fadil asks, there's an upsell to become a monthly donor. Any plans to have an upsell that we can manage? Perhaps upsell to donate to a different campaign. For example, donor donates to our water campaign, then after checkout, we get to upsell them to give to our food campaign. Okay, so post upsell for this, I'm going to recommend that you use our URL redirect for the thank you screen. Build a landing page, put a couple other donate buttons on that page and say, thank you for your gift. We truly appreciate you. Here are some other missions or things that we're trying to solve that you might be able to help with. So go ahead and change the redirect, the campaign settings. I haven't been in the dashboard in a minute. Campaign settings, thank you screen, set that to redirect, drop in the URL of your thank you page and build a thank you page for them. Again, that is for your agency and your consulting work there. Probably they're going to be using an express payment method like Apple Pay, PayPal, or Google Pay, so they wouldn't have to re-enter payment information very much. But currently, we're not having multiple custom upsells there. Not yet. It's just not on our roadmap for this year. It might make it on there. But I think we're looking at benefit giving later this year as a roadmap item, where you can associate a material value, let's say a hoodie, that's worth $25 in fair market value and subtract that from the gift value. That's something that maybe later this year, but not there yet. Okay. Oh, there's a few more questions in here. Handle as many as you can, Will. I'm going to try to get to them. Seth is asking here, have had some client team member question. Fundraise up after reviewing your site due to the enterprise, large organization focus of the language, and they are small. Any thoughts how to avoid this? Sure. Tell them, hey, wink, wink, I know somebody, and that somebody is you. You can get them in. All right. So partners can get nonprofits of any size into Fundraise Up, but our team is not going to be going directly for, and we're not targeting the smaller ones. We need your help for the small ones. Like I said, you have the liberty of charging $500, $1,000 for onboarding and some consultative services. But we don't, because we don't charge anything but our transactional fee. And on smaller nonprofits, that doesn't butter the bread of enough people that are on payroll to service those. So that's Seth's question. And I'm seeing Fadil here has his other ones here. Any other, in the Q&A tab here, there's a few other things that have been answered here. If I'm seeing if I can check out some of these. Ari asking about installments. I don't know, Ari, about these installments. If anybody can back up Ari Haas with Digi, a HubSpot agency that we work with on the demand, the fist pounding for installments, where you can say, I want to make only 6 or a limited number of gifts at a certain amount. Please email us at partners and we can lobby for it in the product team. But right now, Ari, I always tell you, we're not in the business of stopping revenue, only in the business of keeping revenue going for nonprofits. So the donors have the option to cancel recurring gifts whenever they want, which may or may not be better than an installment. I know the answer to that, but I'll let you handle that for yourself and your clients there. Let's see here. Do we have any other questions? Let's see here. Patty, use the ANA partner team link if you're going to be in Washington, D.C. and want to meet us, or if you're going to be in D.C. at that conference. If you want to do the opportunity review, use the partner opportunity review link and book time there, and we'll work with you on all of that. Ari asks us about any plans on changing the ACH method away from Plaid. We have found donors not being familiar with Plaid and abandoned. QuickBooks and HubSpot, for example, let people enter an account and routing number, and voila. Ari, we allow that as well. So you can enable the traditional ACH method for donations. It does not appear on gifts less than, I believe, $90, because the abandonment rate with ACH is about 90% that do not finish, right? About 90% do not finish a donation through traditional ACH. We have that feature. Email us at partners. We'll show you where that is and we'll talk about it. However, our Plaid integration, when those start, we see about a 98% completion rate on Plaid. We did look at moving to a Stripe instant bank payment method, but that is not at the level yet that we need it, which is coming out soon with Stripe. They gave us a beta look, an early look at that. So Plaid it is. Plaid is the one way. ACH is available with the other way. And we have exactly what QuickBooks and HubSpot have available in our dashboard. But we will only show it at amounts that are over $90, because we see that when it's over $90, there is a significantly higher completion rate, basically because they're not messing around, right? They have a few, those $15, $20 donations via ACH, people just don't finish them. It's not material enough. $100, it's in their budget typically, and they're thinking about it. So hopefully that answers your question around ACH method. And there you go. I think that's pretty much all the questions we have here. Looking forward to working with everybody. This has been a good time. Hopefully this was helpful. We'll send the recording. Click the links. We'll add all the links into an email. We got all the guys here. Rich is with us up in Buffalo, so he's on the call. He'll be working with you on your opportunity reviews. And thank you, everybody, for your time. We'll do this probably in May, as we'll try to do this every quarter. But again, partners at fundraiseup.com, white glove at fundraiseup.com. We're always here to help.
Peace. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.